Hi everyone, my name is Asia and today I'm going to be showing how to set up a dual monitor display using a Windows laptop and a TV monitor with an HDMI cord. This is something that I have used for schooling, multitasking, and just organizing my work more efficiently. Once you learn how to do it, it is honestly so easy to work with because you're able to have multiple screens instead of switching tabs or just having a duplicate of the same screen. I've used dual monitors for classes, assignments, and everyday computer use, so I've gotten familiar with troubleshooting common issues and adjusting screen settings. A dual monitor setup can help improve productivity, especially for students, people that work from home, gamers, or anyone who uses a computer and multitasks a lot. For example, you can be in a Zoom meeting on one display and taking notes in the other, or you could be working on an assignment in one display and researching in another. Before getting started, you'll want to make sure that your laptop supports or has an HDMI port, and also your TV monitor supports an HDMI input. You'll also need to ensure that your HDMI cable is connected securely to both devices. What the HDMI cable does is it transfers audio and video, and some laptops may require an adapter if it doesn't have an HDMI port, which adapters are easy to find in your local Best Buy, Walmart, etc., or even Amazon. The TV must be switched also to the correct HDMI input. So for the materials that are needed in this setup, you're going to need your HDMI cable cord here. I have my laptop, which is already on and unfortunately is cracked, and then my TV that I will be using as the second monitor. Now, to begin, you're going to want to connect one end of the HDMI cord into your HDMI port on your laptop, which mine is located there. And you'll push it in until it can't go anymore, and you should hear like a soft click. And then the other end is going to go in the back of my TV here. And here I have two HDMI inputs. Only this one works. I'm not sure why, but in this training video, I will be showing it in there. But on your computer, it may not make a difference. Now, I already have my dual monitor set up because I can't really see on this screen. I can only see on half. So I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna show how to get to it. I will undo it and then put it together. What you choose. So here on my taskbar, there are the 4 blue squares. You're gonna click that and then you're gonna go to the gear. It says settings. And there are different ways that you can get to the display settings. In my home, the way it's set up is my recommended settings already has display here. You can also go here and type in display and it'll pull it up the display settings there. But the other way it will be go to system, display, and then here is where you customize how you want to view your dual monitor setup. So as you can see here in this drop down menu, I have show only 2, which this is 2. If you hit identify, it'll show you in the bottom that this is 2. If this was on, it would say 1. I'll go ahead and do duplicate these. So now here and here are showing the exact same thing. So I could work on my laptop just with this view here. Like, I don't need to be able to see what's on my laptop in order to know what I'm doing. So we'll go to extend these displays. And then we'll hit keep changes. So now it has a 1 and it has a 2. If you hit identify, this is telling you this is 2. And hit it again, this is telling you that this is 1. That's important, and I'll explain why. So here you can change what's listed first. You can change if you have 2 or 1. But if you do that, this is what will happen. In order for your cursor to move fluidly and naturally between the two screens, because this is its own individual screen and this is its own individual screen now. So if you have 2 here, it's going to okay, so I have to hit apply. So now it's showing as if like this is basically what would be my desk setup monitor wise, my laptop and the monitor wise. So this is showing that I have 2 here and that I have 1 here. So when I try to go and move my cursor, it's not going to let me go to it by just sliding it over and to show up on this screen. It's going to go and make me go all the way over here in order for it to bring the cursor over here. Now that is not natural, so we're going to want to set 1 and 2 up the way that is set up on the desk. That is going to allow you to move your cursor from here right over to here. Okay. But this here, when you go to systems and display, this is how you set up your dual monitor display. Okay, it's very easy to do. And once it's done, it makes things a lot easier, especially if you're someone like me with a broken screen. You can work here. I still have a little area here where I can see. So if I needed to have, let's say, if I needed to have my settings open, then I could just drag it over here and then I could just put it in the, like if you click and hold a screen or a tab and you drag it up to the top of your computer, there's these different options of how you can have that tab displayed. I'm gonna just put it to where it's on the left side of the screen. And as you can see here, I can make it even skinnier to where it's right where I can see. Okay. And then I can still have this whole screen open to do whatever I need to. If I need to do schoolwork here, it doesn't change anything over here. And I can switch between this and this screen. Today, I showed how to set up a dual monitor display using a Windows laptop, a TV monitor, and an HDMI cord. We went over connecting the hardware, adjusting the display settings, and selecting the display modes, and organizing the screens for multitasking. That concludes my training tutorial on setting up a dual monitor. Are there any questions? Great. Well, thank you so much for tuning in to my tutorial. I hope it was very helpful and that you use it to set up your own dual monitor display at home to make multitasking a super easy breezy deal for you.